Let's play!
I base getting consoles more on the games other than the power of those consoles.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's not what gamers are like nowadays. That's what they used to be like, which is funny. Because it's the opposite situation, where it's like, nowadays, people buy the consoles that don't have games because they're more powerful. And then, you know, but it was the opposite back then. Okay, so...
Now, I'm seeing more games.
And you're getting a little excited, right?
A little more excited,
So this was when the DS first came out. These are all launch titles for the DS. So we're going to go through them. Okay, so Canvas Curse, have you played?
Yes.
Yes, I have
completed it.
You've completed it?
Yes.
That's more than me. I have, I got a little frustrated with it at a certain point, and, but no. Oh, man.
It's been a long time since I played this, but
yeah,
I did complete it.
You might see some changes, because this is E3. You know, this is way back when. But no, it's like, this was a launch title, and I think it's pretty cool that a lot of people...
This was probably one of my first... Oh, sorry.
No,
this was probably one of my first, DS games.
Oh, yeah. I find it interesting, though, that a lot more people say they enjoyed it than I expected. Because it's like, when I first played it, I'm like, oh, I bet you people hate this, because it's, you can't walk around, right? Yeah. Like, it's not like a regular Kirby game, you know?
That area is almost like pinball.
It is sort of like,
yeah,
like almost like a tilt and tumble kind of pinball. Also, why isn't that on the Game Boy Virtual Console for the DS?
Which one?
Kirby Tilt and Tumble. It's a pinball style game that released with a motion sensor that you would tilt the game pack to play. That is perfect for the 3DS.
Yeah, it is.
Why haven't they done that? Next up, we have Nintendogs. Have you played Nintendogs?
Yes.
Oh yes, I got this one with my DS. My cousins got their DS before me, and then the following Christmas I got mine, and they had Nintendogs, and I got it too to play with them.
I love this game.
Oh man.
Didn't get into the 3DS version as much.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. But this one, oh, so much into. Yeah. You know what it is? The walks were so much better in this one.
The walks?
Like when you take your dog for a walk, you
can
plot out the path. And
the
more walks, the further you could take them.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're like going around the entire map looking for as many presents as you can. It's like, but then in the 3DS one, it's just random where you go.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's really fun. Deep for this kind of game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They put their heart and soul into it. Do you know what my favorite thing, though, was? Getting the Mario Kart item. Because then you can drive around and it played Mario Kart music. It was so good.
I do Nintendo stage in 3DS version. I'm so happy that's there because it is like one of my favorite stages.
It deserves version. Like a lot of people joke about it. It's like, oh, it's Nintendogs, it's casual stuff. But Nintendo does casual stuff so well.
Yeah.
Like it's casual, but it makes you want to play it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
one of my favorite DS games right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far.
I'd go that far.
I really, really enjoyed it, but I mean, I like some actual games. This one, I don't know what it is. Polarium. I've heard of it. I don't even know if this one might not have even released. Because this is E3. Some games don't release, but we'll see.
Might be a completely different title.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know this one. I think, yeah, they changed the title.
Don't know what this is.
It's a puzzle game where you want to try and, like, get all the squares done. And you do it by, like, just dragging through them.
It's kind of like Tetris, almost. But, like, way different.
Yeah, sort of. I almost say, like, Picross, you know? Kind of. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
I don't get, like...
So you just do the lines and stuff. I mean, that's a sort of
puzzle. Maybe that is the title.
Yeah.
Because it looks really official.
Yeah.
It's out.
It's available now.
Did they just do a Nintendo thing there?
They
announce it and then release it?
Possibly, yeah. Huh. And WarioWare Touched.
Yeah, one of my favorites on the DS too.
I played this one. I had my friend's DS and I played it. And I remember we would play it on the bus all the time.
Yeah.
And when it got to the minigame where it said don't make any noise, we're on a freaking bus. We would always lose. It was like there was no way. Whoa, what the heck just happened? Oh. Am I deep?
Just the like aesthetic of this game was really cool.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's like even among the Wario games, this one's a little different, you know?
Well, because you could do so much with the stylus, right? Like
the stylus and the microphone, and the buttons.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you have all the major stuff.
They had everything.
It's like because like the tilting one, because remember they had the tilting one on the Game Boy before it. Like, you could do some stuff with that, but not super much. But, like, with the DS, you have so much you can go
Which is, it's also on the Wii U eShop.
Oh yes, along with this one that we're doing right now.
This is my first DS game ever.
This one for sure?
Yeah, for sure.
I remember, I didn't have it, but I just remember the pre-release stuff saying like...
really contrasts.
Yeah.
There we go.
I just remember the pre-release stuff saying like, don't buy this game because it's just a bunch of terrible mini games. Like, it's not like a full game, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, nowadays you pay what, like $7 on the Wii U to buy it? And I think that's fine. That's a good amount. But definitely I could see some people back in the day buying this as like a full $40 game and being like, feeling a little ripped off. Because it is just like, you know, I don't know. Not a full style.
It's not like looking at it now, it wouldn't be my number one choice.
Like, it's not Yoshi's Island DS, for example.
But the question is that better than Yoshi's New Island?
Well...
I wouldn't take that as a yes.
So
all right,
terrible.
Castlevania.
Castlevania. Oh, have you no? Okay, you know nothing about Castlevania then?
Nothing.
Have you at least seen the Bloodstained Kickstarter?
I have seen it.
Oh, so
I looked into it all.
Oh, dude, Castlevania, these ones, like this one specifically.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, it's okay. They're now working on their other stuff, but no, it's like these old Castlevanias. I remember. Why does it keep turning off? That's weird. I just remember being blown away by how they look. Like, even nowadays, I still say they look good. Like, looking at it, I mean, it's so small. But, like, the sprites are so good. It's like, this is a perfect example of why sprite art is so much better than 3D art. Because it's like, this still today, like, you could sell this nowadays, and it would be...
Just clean it up a little bit.
Not even. Like, even in this state, it's like, other than maybe the backgrounds. It's like you could totally sell it and people would be like, yeah, it looks amazing. This one, though, I heard has some issues. It's not as good as the Game Boy Advance prequel that's on the Wii U eShop as well. But it's cool because you can kill enemies and then take their souls and then you get, like, their powers and stuff.
Looks really difficult.
I mean, it's a Castlevania game, so you could say that. But then there's like all sorts of weapons, and it's so good, Castlevania.
What the?
So good. It's like Cthulhu right there. No big deal. But no, it's like actually I don't know. Go give
bosses are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think games like this are like just timeless, you know. And that's why I'm so looking forward to the Bloodstained to come out. Because even though it's in 3D, it's like I sort of know that they're gonna get the feel down, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but though just looking at it, it looks so good even nowadays. And it's funny though, like you look at the Game Boy Advance one, and it's like it's clearly worse graphics still, but it doesn't even matter because it's like it still has that feel to it that's awesome. So this was, I think, became Dissonance of Sorrow, which is funny because. Dissonance of Sorrow, DS. It was done so intentionally. But no, that one's really good. And now we go on to licensed. Well, for one of them, the next one I have. We'll talk about that. Oh boy, I stuff to talk about that. Okay, but first off, we have something absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Here we go.
It astounds me how games like these.
Got into like an E3 type of...
Yeah. I mean, mind you, this is early DS, so this means this was, this was made, like, this was coming out when the DS either just came out or was just going to come out. And the fact that some movie company was, Disney, was able to put out a game on it, I guess that is something,
This looks atrocious, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, no, and I'm sure that it is. I don't know if that's the DVD skipping or the game. I actually don't. Also, could they have made a more fun and intriguing trailer?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Alright, let's not talk about that ever again.
Okay, yep. Moving on to a game that I have. Lost in Blue. It's in my library somewhere. It's right there, right beside Spectrobes and Chocobo Tales. And two across from Brain Age. So Lost in Blue is... it's actually the first North America release of a long-going Japanese series where basically you're stranded on an island with a stranger and you have to survive.
Okay.
Which sounds so fun. And then you play it. And then you realize, oh crap, I literally have like, it's literally just go out, get food, make sure she's not dying, and then like maybe for 5 minutes you'll be allowed to explore. But the rest of the time it's just like making sure the other character doesn't die.
Okay.
And it's literally like you get pop-ups where it's like the other person's like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I need water, I need food, and it's like, it looks like it'd be so fun, but then you actually play it, and it's not. I've heard the later ones. They got
you don't like it?
No, I don't like it. Just because you can't progress in this game. Like you're supposed to, you're supposed to explore, right? That's what it says. So you're supposed to explore around, but the problem is you don't have time to explore because you have to run back because your partner is like blind. Like, she loses her glasses, and now she can't walk anywhere. You can play as her after you beat the game, but it doesn't matter because you can't see anything. It's like, so you have to go back and give her food, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, you can't explore because the further you go from your thing, the closer she comes to dying because she can't get food. It's like, and there's so many good ideas, but it's just because the fact that your partner can't do anything.
Those DS polygons, though.
I actually think it looks really good.
Really?
Like for the time when you're actually playing it, mind you, this is a trailer. When you actually are playing it, it looks decent. Like, I mean, it's kind of PS1 quality, but it's that lovable. You know, it's at least stylized.
Yeah.
The animations are really good too, but the problem is you have to do that thing where you put her down.
So it's like a fetch quest, like, for the entire game.
It's sort of, yeah, like there is a plot that I looked up guides for this game, and apparently there's some criminal organization on it that you have to like stealth around and stuff. And I'm like, I've never even seen that because I can't get far enough away from the girl because she keeps dying.
Maybe there's some sort, maybe you needed to do some sort of thing.
I think so, but like, oh my god, I had no idea what to do. Okay, so we have some more good games on here. And some, actually, almost all these are really good. Except for really the first, I feel.
This is a DS game?
This is DS still,
right.
Yes. Did you play Need for Speed?
Yes.
Which ones?
I played, I was mainly a Burnout guy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think everyone was a Burnout guy. Because Burnout was so much better.
But then Criterion moved on to Need for Speed, and I'm like, alright, I'll see where they take that franchise. I played, I think, Most Wanted, the new one.
Okay.
I didn't really get into it until, like, the later PS3.
Oh, okay, so you're a lot later than me. I played the GameCube one called Hot Pursuit, where essentially what you could do is you could escape from the police or be the police and take down other cars. It was really fun. And then they got rid of that mode in every other one and nobody liked it anymore. So it's like, and that's sort of how I feel. It's like, that was the one really fun one, because when you're, like, avoiding the police, it's like they set up barricades and you have to, like, ram into the police and stuff. And it was, like, on, like wasn't city stuff. It was, like, wide open roads. It's really cool. But, no, I didn't play anything after that.
That looked fine. Like, that wasn't...
Yeah, that looked decent.
That wasn't, like, Chronicles of Narnia bad.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to stoop down to that level. But next we have Pac-Pix, which is one of 2 Pac-Man games they announced with the DS.
Okay.
This one you might recognize from the PictoChat 2 stage. I think I told you about this.
Yes, you did.
And I think it's actually the greatest reference ever, because it's something that nobody gets, really. Basically, in this game...
I actually played this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. When? Where?
A long time ago.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's like...
Where? On the DS.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But, like, I love that they turned this into, like, the, like...
The technology was cool. Like, how, like, you did a Pac-Man thing. And
that
no matter which way, as long as it was, like, a Pac-Man-shaped object, it would work.
You know you tried for hours to make a Pac-Man penis going waka waka waka.
No, I didn't.
I did. Oh, many, many hours.
It was okay.
Again, like that was one that it feels more like a mini game than anything. Like nowadays, pay $5 on the Wii U. It's like, yeah, totally, that would be amazing. But back then, not so much. The other one was Pac-Man-Roll. I didn't play this one.
I think I played this one.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
I think this one was included though on a the Wii collection, where they made an HD version of it. Also, could the screen be any smaller? But there we go. Oh no, I did play this actually.
I don't think I played this.
I've played this. It was kind of fun because he's like a trackball on the bottom that you'd spin.
Yeah.
So it's like it was definitely very, very different, you know. I think the only problem was some parts getting up speed. It was like you'd almost be scratching your screen. But no, I remember playing this, and this was a lot of fun actually. I think it was this. I could be wrong. But it's kind of cool to have like a sort of 3D platformer type thing this early on the DS. Because remember, this was like way at the beginning, you know.
Huh.
So it's cool.
I did enjoy that the like early DS focused mostly on like the touchpad, not just reverting back to the buttons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was their big gimmick, you
Yeah.
know? It was like, that was the big thing. It's just like nowadays, you know, games don't, like, not all 3DS games nowadays have 3D.
But like we see in the Wii U, it's not, they didn't really take advantage of the two-screen thing with like Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze.
That's true. Well, I mean, but
Like those other games, like
you don't
the
really
early
need
Wii
it for that, though, I feel. I mean, I feel like the ones that do have creative uses have it. Like, you know, like Splatoon, the map.
Yeah.
It's awesome. The clicking and stuff. It's like, that's great. But, no, definitely some of the other ones, it's like, I don't know. Then again, some people really hate the two screens.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I can't look at two screens at once. I'm like, you're not supposed to look at them at once. You're supposed to look at one at a time. But, okay, so next up, have you played Phoenix Wright? You should get on that. Actually, they released 1, 2, 3 HD on the 3DS for $20.
Really?
$20, you get the first, second, and third games redone with HD graphics for $20. It's like, these are such good games. It's like, the first one is like takes it a little seriously. There's some humor and stuff, but later ones are straight hilarious. Like pop culture jokes just everywhere. It's wonderful. You get a clown who raps the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
Really?
Just randomly, except with clowns thrown in instead of Will Smith. But no, like this trailer, when I first saw it, I was like so excited. I was like, this game, I don't even know what it is, but I want it because it's just basically Dragon Ball Z lawyers. It's like, this is a hype trailer. Like the music, the everything.
It's really anime.
It is. It isn't. Well, this was a Game Boy Advance game first, though.
Oh, really?
The first 3 were Game Boy Advance games, and then they re-released them on the DS with extra cases, and then brought that over to the US, the DS ones, and added a few more things, I'm pretty sure. The law has never been this fun. It's true, though. It's so good. It's such a great series. I love it. Like, honestly, on the list of games you should play, like, bucket list for sure. I'm going to be honest. It's a bucket list game. I know I have games on my bucket list, including Fallout 3, because people have told me to play it so much. But, like, that one for sure, I'm going to say should go on your bucket list.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's only like $20, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, Puyo Pop Fever. Do you know anything about Puyo Pop? Basically, it was on the Genesis, Sega's competition with Tetris.
Oh, okay.
And it got to the point where I think in Japan, it's way bigger than Tetris. Like, this is one of the most popular puzzle games in Japan.
Really?
So much
Right
so...
now?
Dude, they just released a new one called Puyo Pop Tetris.
Huh.
Which people buy it in the US because they're like, oh, it's a new take on Tetris, but they buy it in Japan because, oh my god, more Puyo Pop. It's super popular. Basically, you get like a lot of chains, and then you go into like almost like a puzzle mode if you get enough. So it's cool. I mean, it's a basic puzzle game, but just aesthetically and like with this fever mechanic, people like it a lot more. So it's and now this one was released on the Game Boy, GameCube, and DS.
Oh, okay.
And I think each of them had a different story mode, but otherwise the gameplay was the same. So, yeah. Trauma Center.
I've heard of this
You've
game.
heard of it, but you haven't played it. So you know about the craziness of, like, how stupid it gets? Where it's like...
Yeah.
Doctor, there's aliens in this man's heart. It's like, I'll just cut it out with my knife. Oh, but it's like, what is the value of human life?
Was it on the Wii as well?
There was 2 on the Wii. There was 1, and then there was like a pseudo sequel called Trauma Team. So, yeah, it was like, you know, but I mean, it was actually a cool idea to like surgery on the DS screen. Like, I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, like, really, companies knew sort of what they wanted to do with the touchscreen. And, like, you know, and the thing is, like, it's funny because I'm terrible with, like, blood and stuff, but it's presented in, like, a really not gross way, I feel. Which is really good. Like, stuff like this, it's like, it doesn't look gross, which is kind of interesting, you know? So, like, even though you just removed a tumor there. It's like, whatever. It's like...
It's just another day in the office.
Just another day in the office. But no, like, later on, they start to get, like zombie cancer and stuff. It's like... It gets a little weird. Find a cure, terrifying plague. Yeah, it's like, and then he gains this ability where it's like... Yeah, he can... It's like, oh my god, he's cutting himself on the inside somehow. And those are the aliens. Those are the aliens in their body. And you have to perform a surgical miracle. So you draw a star, and then it causes, like... It's like, I'll bring you back to life with my star power. It's hilarious anime drama, but everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's like, it's such a creative thing. It's like, yeah, draw the star. It's like, I will save this patient's life. And then it's like, it's back, it's okay, it's back to life. It's okay. And there's all these jokes about like people who got into being doctors because of this game.
Really?
It's like, well, no, like imagine if that happened. It's like, oh god, we're losing the patient. Quick, get out a pencil. I'm gonna draw a star on him. It's like, why isn't he coming back to life? Doctor, you're just drawing stars all over him. It's gonna work, damn it.
It does look fun.
No, for sure. This is a game that a lot of people want a new one of, because the last one was Trauma Team on the Wii, where it's like there's like different members you could play as, and each of those members had like a different thing. Like it's not all just the surgeries.
Yeah.
And Viewtiful Joe DS. So this one was like basically Viewtiful Joe 2.5.
Okay.
It was meant to be a trilogy, but of course Clover Studios got shut down, meaning we're never gonna see Viewtiful Joe 3. Which makes a lot of people angry. This one got named Double Trouble because it's DS, of course. I played this one, and it's weird. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I'm not gonna say it's good either. Because it's...
kind of bizarre.
It is, but like, a lot of things you don't know exactly what to do. Because it's not like just a regular action game.
That was weird.
Well, you're cutting the screen, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's some weird stuff that you can do, and, like, I didn't really get it. I didn't love it, per se. The story sections were funny, which is good. And all the movie, because... That was my cell phone. All the, like, bosses and stuff are based off of, like, movies. It's like you had a girl who was based off of Edward Scissorhands. So it's a kind of cool stuff like that, you know? But, no, it was... didn't love it, but whatever.